Today's English with Terry again, and today I am really excited to be doing this video because I know it's going to be quite helpful to a lot of persons. So, what are you planning to do today or tomorrow or next week or soon? Do you have a presentation coming up at the office? Or you just have something to talk about to a group of persons? Do you want to meet with a client? What is it you want to do? Whatever it is, well, this video is just for you. In today's video, we will be looking at pronunciation tips for presenters. So let's go straight to what we want to do for today. What's the first thing you need to do when you want to make your presentations? You want to remember that your voice is one of your greatest assets. So you need to have the most amazing voice. Your voice has to be powerful. What is it you need to do to help you get that voice, the right voice? Well, first, you need to do some warm-ups. Exactly, you need to get your mouth and tongue moving. This is very important because your articulators sometimes take a while to wake up. So for you to be fluent and clear, you need to warm up your mouth. What are some exercises to help you do that? You can hum a little, you can sweep your mouth with your tongue. Quite helpful. You can try touching your nose with your tongue, something like this. Mine can't even get to my tongue, but that's a great exercise. What else can you do? Well, you can sing in low tunes. These tips are very helpful if you need to warm up your mouth. What's the next thing you want to remember when making your presentation? Well, you need to speak clearly. That cannot be overemphasized. Your pronunciation needs to be understood by a lot of persons. If you do this, you're going to make an impact. And when you talk about pronunciation, you also need to remember to use the right volume. So we've talked about 2 tips. 1, warm up. 2, speak clearly. The third and most important tip for me is using the right stress on the right words. Sometimes when people speak, it's difficult to find or get the main points because they stress every word or they don't stress any word at all. So you want to stress the right words and use the right intonation signals. What are the words you want to stress? Content words. Yes, you stress content words. These are the words that carry the meaning, the most meaning in what you say. And you want to stress vowels, not consonants. Good. If you have a hard time understanding stress, check out my video on stress. What's the next tip? Well, you want to carry your audience along. You don't want to leave them aside. How can you do this? Well, you can signal new topics and sections by taking a pause to let your audience know where you are. You can also use proper intonation to let your audience know if you still have something to say or if you've come to the end of what you're saying. If you are rounding up a point or a topic, it would be helpful to use the falling intonation. Can you imagine if I said the sentence this way? It would be helpful to use the falling intonation. Well, you're thinking, okay, what do you want to say? Well, that's because I used the wrong intonation. I am done with that point, so I need to go down. So the falling intonation signals the end or the conclusion of that thing or topic or section or point you are making. The rising intonation, on the other hand, tells your listener that you still have something to say. So stress the right words and use intonation signals so your audience can follow along. You do not want to get them lost in the maze of everything you're saying. The last tip for today, so you can nail that presentation or whatever it is you want to do, is the part I'm super duper excited about, your pronunciation. Yes, this is the part where I can really help you. Well, your pronunciation is important. You want to make sure you pronounce key vocabulary correctly. You want to talk about names and places. You can use the dictionary if you're not sure of how a word is pronounced. Well, the sound symbols can help you, but you can also ask someone who is a very good speaker of English to help your pronunciation. So are there difficult words in your presentation? You want to take time to master the pronunciations. Are there sounds that you feel are tricky? A little tongue twister and pronunciation practice will help you get this right. You do not want to make a presentation and mispronounce any word. It could be about your data, it could be key vocabulary, it could be people's names or places. You just want to be sure that you pronounce words correctly. Do these 5 things and your presentation will be a bomb. Let's review the 5 tips for a perfect pronunciation and presentation. Number 1, warm up. Hi-ho, hi-ho. Number 2, speak clearly. Number 3, stress the right words. Number 4, you want to carry your audience along by using intonation signals and appropriate pausing. And last but not the least, you need to use correct pronunciation. Thank you very much for watching. If you need more help to help you nail that presentation, do leave a comment in the comment section, like and share this video if you think it's helpful. Thanks for watching.